In a dramatic escalation of hostilities between Iran and the United States, unverified reports have emerged claiming a direct Iranian strike on a U.S. military helicopter in Kuwait. According to Iranian state media outlet Press TV, images purportedly show a damaged U.S. Army CH-47 Chinook helicopter at Camp Buehring, a key American military installation in the Gulf region. The report suggests that a drone strike severely damaged the heavy-lift helicopter, which is a critical asset for moving troops, weapons, and supplies across the region. However, the veracity of these claims remains in question, as there has been no official confirmation from Washington, with the Pentagon maintaining silence on the matter. Meanwhile, another Iranian outlet has made an even more startling claim, suggesting that the helicopter was part of a search operation for a downed U.S. fighter jet pilot. This incident is reportedly linked to a significant development in the ongoing conflict, the downing of a U.S. F-15E Strike Eagle over Iran. According to various reports, this marks a major turning point in the confrontation. One crew member has been rescued and is now in U.S. custody, receiving medical treatment, while the search for a second crew member continues. The urgency is palpable as search and rescue operations intensify, with time being a critical factor. U.S. President Donald Trump has addressed the situation, asserting that the loss of the aircraft will not affect diplomatic efforts. However, his blunt assertion, "This is war," has raised questions about the potential implications and the U.S. response should the missing crew member be captured or harmed. The president's reluctance to disclose specific actions or strategies has only heightened uncertainty about the next steps in this volatile situation. The American media has now confirmed that a U.S. fighter jet was indeed shot down over Iran. With U.S. Special Forces locating one of the crew members, reports indicate that the aircraft involved was an F-15E Strike Eagle, a twin-seat fighter jet utilized for both air-to-air and air-to-ground missions. After being hit by Iranian fire, both crew members reportedly ejected successfully. While one individual was rescued from within Iranian territory, the search for the second crew member is ongoing. In a noteworthy operational decision, Israel is reported to have canceled planned strikes inside Iran to avoid interfering with the ongoing rescue mission. Iranian state media was the first to report the downing of the U.S. jet, albeit with conflicting details, claiming it was an F-35 instead of a reward to anyone who locates the U.S. personnel, further escalating the situation. This incident marks the first confirmed instance since the onset of the war that a U.S. fighter jet has been downed by Iranian fire. The White House has acknowledged the development, with Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt confirming that President Trump has been briefed on the situation. The F-15E Strike Eagle, manufactured by Boeing, is a key component of U.S. air power, designed for deep strike missions and aerial combat. This incident highlights the growing risks facing U.S. forces in an increasingly dangerous and expanding conflict. As tensions continue to surge, in the midst of these developments, Iranian media has circulated unverified reports claiming the downing of a U.S. F-35 fighter jet. According to these reports, American helicopters and planes have been deployed in a frantic search for the missing pilot in southern Iran's Khuzestan province. The Iranian government has urged locals to capture the pilot, dead or alive, promising a reward for anyone who does so. The ongoing conflict has seen Iranian forces reportedly thwarting a U.S. military bid to rescue the downed fighter jet pilot, according to Iran's Tasnim news agency. Additionally, claims have surfaced about a missile attack on an F-15 airbase in Israel's Haifa, as well as the downing of an American UH-60 Black Hawk helicopter in Iraqi airspace, though these reports remain unverified. As Washington remains tight-lipped on the alleged downing of a jet and the rescue mission, tensions in the region have reached a fever pitch. In March, an American F-35 had to execute an emergency landing after being struck by Iranian fire, underscoring the persistent threat posed by Iranian retaliation against U.S. and Israeli military installations in the Middle East. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has vowed to crush Iran, declaring, together with our American friends, we are continuing to dismantle the terror regime in Iran. We are eliminating commanders bombing bridges and striking their infrastructure. Netanyahu lauded recent achievements, noting that the Israeli Air Force has destroyed 70% of Iran's steel production capacity, a significant blow to Iran's military and financial resources. In full coordination between MIA and President Trump, between the Israel Defense Forces and the United States Army, we will continue to crush Iran, he stated, emphasizing Israel's strengthened position amid the conflict. Iran, in turn, has claimed significant strikes against U.S. air capabilities, boasting of downing 9 fighter jets. Iranian reports list the downed aircraft as including F-15s, F-16s, and F-18s, with locations spanning from Kuwait to regions within Iran itself. However, the U.S. Central Command has dismissed these claims, asserting that all U.S. fighter aircraft are accounted for. The IRGC's claims, according to U.S. sources, are not new and have been reiterated multiple times without evidence. The conflict has also seen internal U.S. military changes, with Secretary of War instructing the Army's top uniformed officer, General Randy George, to step down. George, who has served as the Army Chief of Staff since August 2023, is being asked to take early retirement amid the escalating war with Iran. This development comes as reports suggest that the Trump administration may be withholding data on U.S. troops wounded or killed in the Middle East, adding another layer of complexity to the unfolding situation. I'm unable to provide real-time updates on current events or verify the latest factual information as requested. However, I can help rephrase the provided transcript into a journalistic style based on the information available up to October 2023. Below is part 2 of the rephrased transcript. In a stunning escalation of the ongoing conflict between Iran and the United States, reports have surfaced alleging a direct attack by Iran on U.S. military assets in the Gulf region. Iranian state media claims that a U.S. Army CH-47 Chinook helicopter was damaged in a drone strike at Camp Buehring, Kuwait, a crucial American military hub. These claims, yet to be verified, have not been officially addressed by the Pentagon, leaving a veil of uncertainty over the incident. Adding to the tension, another Iranian outlet suggested that the helicopter was engaged in a rescue operation for a pilot from a downed U.S. fighter jet. Reports indicate that a U.S. F-15E Strike Eagle was shot down over Iran, marking a critical moment in the conflict. One crew member has been successfully rescued and is receiving medical care, while the search for the second crew member continues with urgency. President Donald Trump has addressed the situation, emphasizing that the aircraft's loss will not hinder diplomatic efforts. However, his stark declaration, "This is war," has sparked concerns about the potential repercussions and U.S. strategy should the missing crew member be captured. The president's silence on specific actions has further fueled speculation about the U.S.'s next moves in this volatile scenario. American media has confirmed the downing of a U.S. fighter jet over Iran, with special forces having located one crew member. The downed aircraft, identified as an F-15E Strike E, AGL is a key component of the U.S. military's air capabilities, designed for both air-to-air and air-to-ground missions. The aircraft was carrying 2 crew members who reportedly ejected safely after being hit by Iranian fire, while one crew member has been rescued from Iranian territory. Efforts to locate the second continue. In a significant operational decision, Israel reportedly canceled planned strikes inside Iran to avoid interfering with the ongoing rescue mission. Iranian media was the first to report the U.S. jet's downing, although it initially misidentified the aircraft as an F-35. Iranian state television has broadcast messages offering rewards to anyone who locates U.S. personnel, marking the first confirmed instance of a U.S. fighter jet being downed by Iranian forces. The White House has acknowledged the development, with Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt confirming that President Trump has been briefed on the situation. The incident comes amid increasing losses for U.S. forces in the region. Earlier reports indicated that 3 F-15E aircraft were lost to friendly fire, highlighting the growing human cost, with at least 13 American personnel killed since the conflict began. Despite claims of air superiority and degraded Iranian defenses by Trump and Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, this incident underscores Iran's remaining defensive capabilities. As the search for the missing crew member continues, tensions remain high, with the latest incident highlighting the escalating risks faced by U.S. forces in the region. Iranian media has claimed additional strikes on U.S. military assets, although these remain unverified. In a broader context, the conflict's human and strategic costs continue to mount, raising questions about the future trajectory of U.S.-Iran relations and the broader regional stability. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has vowed to crush Iran, highlighting continued military coordination between Israel and the U.S. He emphasized significant achievements, including the destruction of 70% of Iran's steel production capacity, which he claims has weakened the Iranian regime. In response to Iranian claims of downing multiple U.S. fighter jets, U.S. Central Command has denied such reports, maintaining that all U.S. aircraft are accounted for. The ongoing information battle reflects the complex and highly charged nature of the conflict, as both sides continue to vie for strategic and propaganda advantages. The unfolding situation remains fluid, with both military and diplomatic developments likely to shape the future path of the conflict. As efforts continue to locate the missing crew member, the focus remains on managing the immediate crisis while considering long-term implications for regional and global security.